My entitled parents got mad because I tipped the pizza delivery person. This happened the other day. My parents are not from the US, and tipping culture isn't much of a thing in their home country. But I grew up here in the US and always tip when it's expected or hoped for by the person doing their services. Anyway, I almost never get a pizza delivered. I always prefer to pick it up at the restaurant, but I was feeling very lazy and decided to order a delivery. The pizza driver shows up. I signed the receipt as I had paid over the app with my bank card and gave them a cash tip. I gave them $5 for the tip since my order was $15 total and the restaurant is only 8 minutes away from my house. Anyway, my parents saw me give him $5 and immediately asked why I gave him cash when I told them I had already paid for it. I explained that you're supposed to tip a delivery person and that person who delivered the food was nice and polite, so they definitely earned the tip. They then proceeded to go on a rant on how I'm not smart with my money, how they should decide what I spend my money on, and how I'm an idiot for tipping. They even said pizza delivery people should get better jobs if they're going to rely on tips. And even worse, here's the kicker. I work at a dine-in restaurant. I receive tips too, yet they don't ever seem to have a problem with people tipping me at work. Anyway, my parents have always been like this, wanting to control my finances despite the fact that I work full-time and pay rent as well. Yeah, I will never understand why other countries get upset that Americans tip people who give service of some kind. Like if I go to a haircut place and the person does a good job, besides their normal fee, I'm gonna pay them a little bit extra. That person has my look and my livelihood in their hands. I don't want to have a bad haircut. And if they do a good job, I'm gonna tip them. If I'm at a restaurant and someone gives me good food and they provide excellent service and they're tentative and there for me, I'm gonna give them a good tip. Sometimes these people don't make very good money. And while the system, I completely agree, is absolutely skewed against them, it also gives good opportunities to earn a lot of money. Probably not a lot, but at least I can provide some semblance of a paycheck for them. I remember when I worked as a waiter and sometimes I would get absolutely nothing. And I can't tell you how demoralizing and depressing that was. So the moral of the story is just tip your pizza delivery guy. They will be so happy that you did it and you'll probably make their day.
The full version of the story is over on the Am I the Jerk YouTube channel, so if there are any updates or anything that is added to this, that's where it'll be, in the same link. If you happen to be a Twitter user, also known as X, you can check out Am I the Jerk over on Twitter. Right now, it's similar to the Am I the Jerk Instagram, where there's sort of a text version of some of the stories, so that way it's a little easier to catch up on stories if you can't listen to audio for some reason, like if you're at school or work and you can't have headphones. The Am I the Jerk Twitter is a good option if you don't like to use Instagram or Facebook. And beyond that, we sometimes retweet funny things we see. So if you want to see any of that, go check it out.